Soon we are going to come on Facebook Live. It's loading now and it's going to be great. Redirecting to Facebook. Thank you all lovely viewers. Thank you and thank you lovely viewers. Today we are going to have a conversation and I have two wonderful men here for assembly in the Bronx. And you're going to hear from the horse's own mouth. I know you haven't heard from me for some time now, but I'm around. You know, we are working and we are working for you. So whatever that is relevant for the community, that's what I do. If I'm having a slow feedback, forgive me. Banye mega dang baby, ke wane bakpe yeshie biye oblahin. Enyo na enye na amemba na meba domoshiko shiki eni abafo ye wo Bronx ne for assemblyman. Na memba na meke wo abagbasani. Koni wana nuchumoni ameba abachu alo amemba ni amebachu. Ewo echenchon nke yemo ba wu amedi koni amewi. Enuanom ne adɔfo no minim sɛ muhu me wɔ ha kyɛdeɛ nanso yɛbɔ adwuma etietie mu ane sɛ mmeranteɛ mmienu yi yɛba abɛvotu a ɛba 25th yi wɔyɛ Bronx assemblyman nti ɔmo si akan no bi na enuanom wokɔ a na wokɔ si akan a waa wonim amammerɛ na ɛwɔ sɛ woyɛ yɛsrɛ mo obiara nkɔ na ɔmo nkɔ votu. All I said in a native tongue is that everybody should go out and vote 25th. I'd like to welcome Mr. Leonardo Coello to the Keymama show. And this is a community show that we have. We are bilingual, feel free. If you have to use your native tongue, you are allowed, although I might not understand, but the people that's watching you also might feel comfortable and know what is going on. This is a conversation and the floor is yours. Tell us who you are.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. It's really an honor to be here. Leonardo Coello. I am running for New York State Assembly District 77 in the Bronx. That is the communities of Highbridge, Mount Eden, Concourse, Claremont, and Morris Heights. So if you live in those areas, please understand that there's a very, very important election that has started already because we're early voting right now. Early voting started on Saturday and continues till Sunday next week. And then there's a break on Monday, the 24th, and the election day is on the 25th. Right. And so I am a native, a son of this borough. My roots are from the Caribbean, but my deeper roots go all the way back to Nigeria. I identify myself as an Afro-Caribbean man, and I have a lot of professional background with the corporate. I was in business. I was in a nonprofit. I was in the school system. Currently, I work for the mayor, Eric Adams. I'm the Bronx director for the community affairs unit, but I took 3 months off from that job to run for this position here in the Bronx as assembly, because this seat historically has never had a Latino man or Latino woman, and hasn't had an African representative ever either. And so since I identify with both communities, I felt empowered and I felt the support of my community as they all asked me to represent and become a candidate for the 77th. If people are unfamiliar, the district was formerly represented by Assemblywoman LaToya Joyner, who resigned in January. And so there was a special election to fill the remainder of her few months that she had in office left. And so there was a special election who then the Bronx County gave the nomination, and then eventually, well, he was elected to Landon Dace, a gentleman that is not from the Bronx. He is originally from Harlem. He ran for office in Harlem twice and lost. And then he was brought into our borough in order to, I guess, fill this seat. But, I am good friends with my friend Mohammed Mata, and him and I were working together for both of us to run, because I felt it was important for the community to see both of us on the ticket. And unfortunately, Mohammed Mata was removed from the ticket because his signatures were challenged. And so the establishment removed Mata, and now there was no African representative and stuff. And so Mohammed Mata is now endorsing me as the candidate, and we are joining forces together as the African community and the Latino community and the Dominican community in order to support me for this candidacy. And I'm very excited to be their candidate.
Okay, so what are some of the things that we should expect or you are fighting for in the community? Like you mentioned, your competitor, everybody has something that they are championing on. What are you championing on?
Yeah, so I'll use a little bit of a handout, right? So I want you guys to see this is what we're giving out right now, right? And as you see, my good friend down here, Benjamin Richardson, is on the ticket with me as my state committee. So even though Mohammed Mata was removed from the ticket as an assemblyman,
Yeah.
I make sure that my good friend Richardson is on the ticket as well too, as our state committee. So when you go vote, you vote Coello and you vote Benjamin under it as well too and stuff. And so back to your question, the things that the community has told me that they want me to focus on is number one, affordable housing. The rent in many of our communities, is too high. The rent is too high. People are they're spending all of their money on rent, able to buy food, not able to save money, not able to buy clothes, and not able to send money back to our countries that all of us need to do. Public safety is another major issue our community has told me they want me to fight for. We got to make sure that our streets are safer. Every time we watch the news every night, we see that the Bronx is coming out on the news for all kind of different horrific crimes and things. And then finally, the last one is very important that people are kind of forgetting about is our schools. Our schools, people have forgotten about our schools. After the pandemic, we have a generation of kids that are very far behind. And what's going to happen is as they grow older and grow into adults, they're going to be at a deficit. And we're going to have even more issues in our community because our children are not up to speed with education and all the things and mental health and everything that they need because they're still fighting back from coming back from the pandemic. So those are the three things that I'm focusing on.
That is great that you mentioned your background and what you are focusing on to fight for the community. And you mentioned Benjamin also on the flyer, but there's another lady also on the flyer. Who is she?
So that is gonna kill me. That is my lovely wife, Naima Sowell, and she is also running as state committee because in that position you have to have a male and a female state committee. My wife is African American, Black American, and so those things are important because I want the community to know that I'm bringing everyone to the table, all of our communities to the table together to unite as one and be able to fight for the things that we want. And that's why I make sure that I have a very diverse group of people on my ticket as well too.
So it's like a family oriented office that you're managing. And that's
Listen, it's a commitment. It's a life commitment, and this work you can't do this work unless you have the support of your family, because this is long days, this is long nights, long hours. You're dedicating this work to the community, and you're making yourself available to the community anytime you. This is it's impactful to family, and so you have to make sure that everybody's on board, that everybody's doing their part. And I'm fortunate enough to have a wife that is also playing a role in uplifting our community, and she's on the ticket as well too.
Okay, I'd like you to rest for a second to get a sip of water. Mr. Benjamin, come on board. Bring your attention here for us. Welcome, Akwaba.
Yeah, me aba Keymama. Me da
Okay,
se mama me
okay.
akunya wo platform so.
No. Can you please tell us your background and the position that you're running?
Yeah, let me just say a little about me. I don't find me for me or Keymama show so yeah. Munuya be munuya madam for more offer. Mo bibia
My phone
ben
in now.
Benjamin Kwesi Richardson. Me Ghana need this year ba. Yɛwɔ me wɔ Ghana na mekɔ m'adesua nyinaa wɔ Ghana ɛna Nyankopɔn yɛ adom a meba America ha. Ba meba America ha no Nyame adom nso no mede me ho bɛgyee politics mu ɛne community like area na mete no nneɛma ɛkɔ so no mede me ho gyee mu bebree nti ɛma m'akwannya bebree sɛ memfa me ho nwura saa ade kɛseɛ wei mu a ɛreba no. So in briefly, I just want to say my name is Benjamin Richardson and I live in the Bronx in the United States. And currently I'm running for New York State Committee. It was a special offer given to me by my dear brother, Leonardo Coello, because he saw the great impact in me and what I have been doing for the school and the community. And with this opportunity, I can't just say I'm not going to accept it. I accepted it in good faith, and I'm here to support him with all the strength that God will give me and the wisdom so that we can give out to our people. And to the American Wabrofunim say, I couldn't yana the mamma, a Akunya Kessia, Yedebua Yenianom, Ghana for Ghana for Yenianum Latino for Yenianom, Hispanic for. You see more community native because or concern baby and to say wanya nipa bi to say you be more supporting na enya bia niema betimi akoyie wanya nyanchim because ohwe ne say ontimi fon no nkwanko fon show nti o se ma me mfa obi ususo free Africa na me mfa ne nhye ho na omuhu say odoye wandwen ono nko aho odwen ye nyina.
Can you please tell us more about your background? It was very brief.
Okay.
Let your camera be stable for us, please.
Yeah, more of my background. I'm married with 4 kids, and I studied in Ghana as a nurse. And when I came back to the United States, I studied in psychology, bachelor's in psychology, and with my master's in mental health and counseling. Now I've worked with the FDNY, and due to this election, I have to also step down a bit so that I can continue with my political issues. I have served the Community Board 5 as the treasurer for Bronx Community Board 5. I serve as a PA president for my kids school for 2 years. And my PA-ship, being a PA president of a school, is like being a president of a state. I was able to raise about 2.5 million to that school. That was me. My whole background was to help the community and schools, as my brother said. So it was dear to me. I've lived in a good life in the United States and have good relations with people and the community as a whole. And not to forget, I also serve the Senior Citizen Center as their treasurer for the Senior Citizen Center, the first Senior Citizen Center in the United States that was established. So a lot has been said and a lot has been done. And I hope everybody goes out to vote as this coming election or this early voting that is going on from now to Sunday. I'm urging everybody to go out and vote for Leonardo as your District 77 assembly, and vote for Richardson Benjamin as your state committee, and Naima and the rest of the district team.
Okay, I'll come back to you again. Let me go back to Mr. Leonardo right here. Mr. Leonardo, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, I know you're right there. Speak my language, speak my native tongue, what you said earlier in your native tongue for my hearing. Habla español.
Yeah, thank you. No, gracias por la oportunidad. Yo llamo Leonardo Coello. Me estoy postulando a ser el próximo asambleísta del Distrito 77 en el Bronx. Yo, en la historia del distrito nunca tuve un latino, nunca tenía un africano, y ahora me meto la comunidad africana y la comunidad latina me están apoyando a ser su representante aquí en la comunidad. La acción temprano ha empezado ya, empezó el sábado pasado y continúa hasta el domingo que viene, y el día de elecciones de temer. Por favor, recuerden al 25. Thank you.
Okay. Beautiful. Whatever you said, it's great. I don't understand. Listeners and viewers, if you just join us, this is your one and only Keymama, the voice for the voiceless. And I have two gentlemen also contesting for the District 77. The voting date is 25th. I am not here to endorse anyone, but I am encouraging you to go and vote because it's very important. Your vote is your voice, your vote is your power. So I know Mr. Leonardo have a place to run to quickly. I'd like to bring him back once he's ready to come back to give us the area that he's going to cover so we get the people out there to vote in their numbers. The most important is you go out and vote. Please, once again, what's the area or the geographical area that you're going to cover in the Bronx?
Yeah, so the communities are Highbridge area, Mount Eden, Concourse, Morris Heights, and all I would say covering from down by Yankee Stadium all the way up to Burnside and stuff. So if you live between any of those avenues, Jerome, Nelson, Woody Crest, Giuseppe, all of those avenues in that area, please, go to your vote. Remember to go to your voting sites. If you don't know where you vote at, you can call me or go to our office. We have a campus office at 1942 Harrison Avenue. But for my African community, I will go on record and give you my personal number. So if you want to know where you vote, if you need a car to come pick you up to go vote, I am providing all of those things because I need our community to come out and vote. If you want to vote, if you are a citizen and you are registered to vote, call me 646-261-0446. I will have somebody pick you up. I will have somebody take you to your location of voting, and I'll have somebody bring you back. That's how serious I am about getting our people out. And I'll be honest with you, it's one thing that I tell my brothers in the African community. I am very honest and upfront with them. One of the things that I told them, I need the African community to start to become more united. Well, that's one of the difficulties that we have with our African community. Everybody's from different locations in Africa. It's very hard to bring people together. We will not excel in this country unless we begin to be united. The other part is that they have to come out and vote. The voting numbers have been very low for Africans. And I've been going to mosque, I've been going to church, I've been talking about it a lot. Come out and vote, come out and vote, come out and vote. And let me tell you, every day I'm out there standing from 7 o'clock in the morning to sometimes 8 o'clock at night in front of these polling places. And I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not seeing any Africans coming out to vote. That's not good. That means that we don't have representation. We're not at the table. And like a wise man once said, if we don't have a seat at the table, that means we're on the menu. That means that we're going to be eating. So let's make sure that we're coming out to vote. And again, this is how serious I am. I'm giving you my personal number, 646-261-0446. If you want to vote, I will pick you up and take you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I wish you all the best of luck on the 25th. So I know you have to run and take care of other business. So thank you for coming on Keymama Show. All the best. Bye-bye. Okay, Mr. Benjamin. I come in on.
Yes.
Something that he said that it's really true is that the African community majority, I'll use the word majority, doesn't go out to vote, and it affects us regardless who you vote for. Your voice have to be heard. You have to be at the table. Like he said, if you are not at the table, around the table, you'll be on the table and you'll be eating up and you won't have a voice. So this 25th, I'm also encouraging you that go to the polls and vote. Ask permission and vote. Go and vote regardless. Like I said, I'm not here to endorse any particular party, but I'm encouraging you to go to the polls, to go and vote. That's the most important thing. Let's come out in our numbers. Let's change the narrative. Let's change the story. Let's be out there. Recently, I contest for even African Advisory Council. How many people came out? But we are the majority in the Bronx. But when it comes to voting and certain things, we are like the white elephant. Someone upon a time called me a white elephant in the Bronx. So, Benjamin.
Yes.
Your position that you are going, you God willing, if you get to that position, what are going to be some of your responsibilities?
Okay, my responsibility is just to bring the African community together and all the I think earlier on, as my brother said, we visited most of the Maji mosques and other places, but looking at our African community, let me come back to this issue. Sometimes they feel like they have been left behind when it comes to this country. Most of the things, they feel like politicians come to preach, but at the end of it all, they don't gain anything. So they have become more reluctant in going out to vote. After reaching out to so many of them in the neighborhood, this is what some of them were telling me. We, as you said, we are not united. We are divided. And, usually I say, if you take one broom out, it's easily broken. But if you join them together, it's difficult to be broken. So I'm urging my people, young kudi vote muduka muzama gudani. All what I say is we are all one. Let's come out to vote. Let's have a mouth. Let's have a say in our political regime in the United States. Most of our Africans don't have the mouth. We only see few. So if we don't come out to vote as citizens, as Africans, where do we lie? So my to my position, I have to bring all these people together, gather them, visit them, know their needs, and help the person running for that higher seat to gain that seat for the African people, and make sure that he will deliver what is expected of him to deliver to the African community. As I said, our African community is left behind. So that is how they feel. That is why they are not coming out to vote with this early voting. But some of them have assured me that early voting, they'll go to work, but on the voting day, they will come out to vote. They really want to change this time. Keymama, I can't hear you.
Thank you so much for your time. I know you also have to run. I can hear the background. Thank you.
I have education council meeting because I also serve on the education council in the Bronx for District 9. I'm a council member to the Board of Education. So right now we have a council meeting which we also decide for the schools within my district and where my children school. All the decisions that we take in our education sector is done by parents. We are the mouthpiece in every school. So I also use this opportunity and your platform to educate our African parents that they should not feel exempted. If they have any problem, I can leave my phone number down. They can call me. I serve as a CEC council member to the Board of Education in the Bronx for District 9. I can help in any situation, whether their child is being bullied at school or they have problems or any other thing. I can leave my number behind, and my number is 929-230-0670. I repeat, 929-230-0670. Call me at any time. I'll be at your door. I will listen. I'll pick your call, and I'll give you the help, and I'll give you the guideline. Thank you, and may God bless the United States, and may God bless the Bronx, and may God bless you, Keymama, for hosting me.
Thank you. And I wish you all the best on June 25th.
Thank you so much.
And
God
thank
bless
you
you.
for coming. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah.
Okay, thank you once again. Like you see, this is your one and only Keymama. I brought the two candidates that are also contesting for District 77. The most important here is that we have to go out to vote. They mentioned a striking, something that struck me hard is that Africans, we are not united. And it's not a lie. I'm not going to sit here and pretend. Some majority, that's causing us a lot. So let's change the narrative. I would like the narrative to change. Make a difference, go to the polls, vote. If you haven't registered, you can get the form from the post office, fill it out. So you'll be able to also vote. This is election year. November, we will be going to the polls to do the presidential election. This is an election year. Register to vote. Register to vote, which is very important. Register to vote. Thank you. And this is an announcement that is coming. Tomorrow, we are having a community brunch at 448 East 173rd Street. It's going to start at 10 a.m. and end at 1. It's also a networking. And also the National Ghana Parade Council will also explain their vision. If you also have a question that you wanted to ask the team, it's very important for you to be there. We are calling all community leaders, associations, organizers, event organizers, you name it, clubs, come. National Ghana Parade Council is 15 years and we are celebrating in a grand style. That's why we are having a brunch and we're trying to do a fundraising that, if we are able to raise some funds, we will help the Coello Children's Ward with some token. It might not be much, but a little bit of a drop of water make a mighty ocean. So please, Do us a favor, take your time and come and join us at 448 East 173rd Street between Washington and Park Avenue at 10 a.m. It's a brunch. Everything is inclusive, will be served. And I look forward seeing you. August 3rd is the Ghana Festival in collaboration with Summer Stage, as we always do. Since 2019, we started collaborating with Summer Stage, and it's been massive. This year, we have one of our biggest artists on stage, King Promise, the Terminator. And I know you're going to be there. We have Dan Price, the artist, also will be joining. Episode will be joining. Cultural Wuza will be joining, and many more artists. We thank our sponsors, that has been there for us. Bronze Care, they've been there. BCA, Bronze Council of Arts, they've also been there for us. DYCD has been our discretionary agent. Also, they are doing great. We thank all of them and associations, name it. Please don't count yourself out. Let's be united. Let's be one. That's the only way we can leave a great legacy for generation to come. I'll see you tomorrow at 448 East 173rd Street. Come on time, 10 a.m. sharp, and we'll be there. And God bless you. Continue to follow Keymama Show on Instagram and TikTok. Soon, I'm looking forward to join the TikTok TikTok live. So please join. We have so many events, and I'll also come back. Another major event that is coming up, and I would like you to know the Gardangbe. The Gardangbe Way of New York, they are going to have their inauguration. They revived the organization, and it's really moving great. And you will not believe it that the membership is growing by the day. Membership growing by the day. If you are out there and you don't have any organization to join, this is one of the wonderful. Let me show you the flyer that is coming up. If you can see, let me see. Okay, perfect here. Perfect here. Good. I have to make it a way that you can see it. Oh, great. My background is interfering, but let me tell you the address. Holy Rosary Roman Catholic Church, 1510 RD Avenue, Bronx, New York, 10469, from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. July 6th is coming on. Dress to impress. That's the thing. Dress to impress. It's the inauguration that is coming on live. Dress to impress, really dress to impress. Okay, another event that's also saved the date is the Gandangwe Festival, which is going to be at Crotona Park, between Claremont Parkway and Crotona Avenue, September 7th. Save the date. This is Homowo, Asafotu, and Mayim all joined together. See, the event is back to back. We are the Bronxite, and I'm so proud to be a Bronx a site person, resident. So we keep the activities going to keep you engaged, to share the culture and the traditions. So we are here. The Gardangbe Festival is coming up. Also, we have another event that's also coming up. They are going to have the inauguration that's coming. Let me pull that out also for you, and also save the calendar and mark. Now it's easy for me. Once I mark my calendar, when the day comes, it prompts me right away. I used to forget, and escapes me. I have learned that the phone that we have to utilize it. So whatever event that's coming up, it is better for you to, plug it in your activity. Someone invite you something, check your calendar and know that if you are already exhausted for the day, the activity, you can say, oh, I'm sorry, I have pre-arrangement already, so I will skip it, and I'll do the needful, what I have to do as usual. So let me see if I can also download this one for you. It has failed me, but let me double check here, the media, maybe that will come out for me. But this event is going to be great. In advance, I want to say a big happy birthday to my good friend Manye Adum Sikar, and the marriage celebration also coming up this Saturday, 22nd June at Prospect Plaza. It's a new hall that is at 1137 Prospect Avenue, Bronx, New York, 10459. Dress code is all white. Please come and let's celebrate my good friend Manye Adom Sika one. What I was trying to get you, um, I'm gonna get it out for you and give you that information. You said Dangbe is Dangbe Association, and they are unveiling, their queens and kings, and this is a wonderful and great initiative that they have put together. It's not to bring any association or organization down, but rather, to boost it and bring it up. The more, the better. And we support each other. I always say that you got to support each other. You got to do collaboration, and it's very important. You work, no, wahi mene mfeni mene wabaya wahi shon wabaya wahi wabashe shon ni umanye ba fe wono ye keka ye hu bom ye nya ye ti bom ni ye adwene obi ye bibia na wa support no obi ye bibia na wa support no me ka che say ye bekọ ye nim papa 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 ye bekọ ye nim the flyer, because of my background screen, it's kind of like, I said, but if you see this, you see, okay, better, I get it for you here. So you see, is the Dangbe people. So the coronation of Dangbe chiefs and queens of North America is on September 7th. So let me tell you, back to back. The Gadangbe festival is during the day, and this is from 5 to 10. We will try to, balance the scale to be there on time, but that's the time. And the theme is strengthening the Dangbe bond for development and progress. We have so many familiar faces, and I know by now you have the flyer. So anyway, thank you very much for joining the Keymama show, the voice for the voiceless. God bless you, and I'll see you soon. Catch me live when you can.